them all. Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football? Just let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up.
If you want some, come get some. Cause where I'm from, we so big. And everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome again to Herd Talk. We out here this Thursday. Once again, man, getting ready for this upcoming season. I'm here with a couple of my players and our new director. But first and foremost, like I said, once again, this is Herd Talk. We're going into a brand new season, live, exciting. A lot of things going on this year. The team is just growing. And so we're really excited. But one, I want to take this moment real quick to welcome a new member of our organization, our new director, Miss Lakeisha Payne.
How y'all doing? My name is Lakeisha Payne. Of course, he just introduced me. I'm the director of Ep8 Byson, and we're a nonprofit organization.
Right.
And so I really wanted to come on here and speak with you guys because by us being a nonprofit organization, we're also accepting sponsorships. We're accepting them local, global, anywhere. And
Right.
we're accepting products. If you want to, send products, you can send products such as, if it's Coca-Cola, send Cokes, anything to support the team. If you want to send monetary donations, you can send those to midstatebyson@gmail.com.
All right, yeah, that's it. We accept it all, man. It's
All donations.
It's big time. We're trying to grow this organization. We're doing great things in our community. Trying to build the rep of semi-pro in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times semi-pro gets disrespected, and so that's what the Herd is here for.
Right.
Giving guys the opportunity to grow their football careers. A lot of veterans, a lot of time to get out here and do something that they love to do and be leaders to younger guys in our community that really that thrive to grow their careers. Like I said, once again, I have one of my quarterbacks on my left right here, T-Hawk. One coming in once again, man, just to talk some football today. We got, like I said, we 2 weeks away from the season.
Yes.
We're going in playing those Memphis Panthers, the defending champs. Once again, man, and they got us last year, and we want to get a lick back. And so we understand those guys come in, and they're a ground and pound, a physical team, and they're gonna come right at you, straight up front. And so, hey, just know that the Herd knows we're coming back. 4 paws to the ground. Hey.
And
ready
we
to
ready.
defend it. Yeah, we ready. Most
We
definitely. We ready. The guys are ready. They're excited. Practices have been, intense.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of learning, a lot of growing. I can say this year, more so than any other year, like it's a lot more team vibe.
Right.
It's less distractions, less, what you want to call it, division amongst players and coaches. Everybody's on one account.
More brotherhood.
And so, yeah, it is definitely. It's a lot of guys. We got a lot of new faces. We got one here tonight. I'm going to introduce you later on today. Just to our defense. And so, but yeah, it's a lot of us. We're on one accord today and this season, and it's going to be great. And so, like I said, we got 2 weeks away, and we're going into it, physical and focused, locked in. A few new faces on offense and defense on the coaching staff, but everybody's together. I want to take it to my quarterback over here because, like I said, the things that we're trying to do and where we're coming about it, he came in from another team, and he decided to get back together. We've worked together previously before, and things went our separate ways, but we're back together, and we both see the bigger picture.
Good.
And and it's a lot of times you have things where things happen and it's tough and you go your separate ways, but you realize sometimes it's bigger than yourself. And when it's come to grown men, and what makes things great is that we can put differences aside, or anything that we saw differently, because it really wasn't nothing big between us, but just saying that, hey, we're here for a bigger picture. We're here to get that ring. We need it. We actually believe in each other, you know. And so that's one great thing, man. And T, I mean, I want to say, man, you know, what you looking to do this season, your mindset and everything.
Man, Coach, I'm just ready to ball. I feel like I got goals this season, more positive than negative. It used to be a lot of negative in my mindset when I was playing the game of football, but now it's how can I put it, the brotherhood and the joy of being out there on the field. A lot of guys that I came up playing semi-pro with, and then you got a lot of younger guys that's out there now.
Right.
By me being a vet and been playing semi-pro since 2009, I kind of learned the ins and outs and everything. So it's just like I try to pass on what I've learned to the younger guys so they won't have to go through the same thing that I went through coming up playing semi-pro football. And for this season, my goals are to be the best player I can for the organization, for our team, for my brothers, for my coaches, for the fans, for my family, and just leave it on the field.
Right. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know, a lot of times, like I said before, in the past, we had a lot of division. You know, a lot of discord, a lot of people going against the grain, trying to do their own thing. It was about them. It wasn't about the team.
Right.
And what ended up happening down in the line in games is that, okay, when something breaks down, there's pointing fingers. You know, it's your fault. It's his fault. Coach's fault. You know, it's never my fault or this or that. And, you know, what happens is the team breaks down. Somebody follows along and joins in the bandwagon of just being a part of that division. Next thing you know, games that you can easily win, you easily lose. You know, a promising season turns into disastrous because of everybody's not on the same page.
Right.
You know, and one thing I've learned through playing and coaching is that it has to be sacrifice.
Right.
It has to be understanding of roles and stuff like that. It has to be
compromise.
In this game, which is the ultimate men's game, you know, no disrespect to women, but it's an ultimate game. It's a physical game. It's the ultimate team game.
Right.
We got to understand roles. We got to understand constructive criticism. Sometimes I may hear something from an assistant coach that I might not like, but I need to hear it. I got to take it. Sometimes they're going to have to hear it from me as the head coach. Hey, look, coach, we're not getting this done. Hey, player, we're not getting this done. You're not doing this right. You're messing up.
Right.
You can't get in your feelings. We can't attack each other. You got to take it and swallow it.
All right, you got to use it as motivation.
Yeah.
You're not saying it to hurt him. You're actually saying it to help him.
Yeah. It's constructive criticism. It's going to be tough sometimes. And, you know, you can't be passive. You can't, babyfy, anything in these situations because the other team's not going to baby you.
Right.
The other team's not worried about your feelings. They hope you lose it. Yeah, literally.
Right.
Literally, and so it has to be a lot of self-motivation because this isn't college, this isn't pros. We don't practice 5 times a week. We got the weekend, and mostly it's just going to be on a Saturday. And so guys come in, they got to know they got to come in ready to play. And the way we building this roster is that you're going to have it where it's not just one person. You can't feel like you can just slack because somebody else is waiting to get that spot. That's how I have it. Like, I have this guy here. I have another quarterback that's not here today. But, like, again, I know at any point in time, if one's not doing the job, the other one can do the job. I have high confidence in both of them equally. And so, and then, these guys are versatile. They can do a lot of different things for me. I think that's what's a big blessing this year more so than any other year is that, we have a lot of versatile guys, a lot of guys willing to say, hey, okay, if I'm not starting here, if I'm not doing this, I can go do this here within the limits of myself, knowing not going overboard. I'm not going to put my wide receiver or my quarterback at, say, running back or, some position that's way out of his comfort zone
1 yard,
that doesn't work to the skill set of the team.
Right.
So I always want to put it in a beneficial position to the team, for the most part. And so that's the same with everything else, But even back on the, like I said, director side with sponsorship and things of that nature, which we are, sponsored by Earth Blend Coffee. Hey, it's a great coffee right here. You ought to try this coffee, people. I'm telling you. And I'm a coffee head, and I just had to plug this in because, hey, I love it. I drink it every day of the week, so give it a try. But production, sponsorship, we're trying to put in a lot of good sponsors, man. This is a great organization. Like I said, with Miss Nakia here and Nakisha. I'm sorry, my apologies.
That's fine.
And so,
You'll get it.
and so Miss Payne.
That'll work.
Miss Payne. And so she's going to put in a lot of work and and lead the way for us. And we got a lot of great things coming. So your next move is, from a team that you may be at, you may not be happy. I'm telling you, this is a great place to come. But one condition, you better come to work. Ain't nothing getting hand-fed to you. So don't come in thinking just because you may be talented. You're going to have to prove yourself. You're just not walking in. You're not just going to be a starter. It's not your team. Mm-hmm. This is the Byson. This is not Coach Clinton's team. This is the Byson. This is nobody's team but everybody's team. We work together, but we understand our roles.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing. And so guys that aren't here probably didn't understand that, and for other reasons, but that's none of our concern. I'm just happy to be here with the people that we got here. Love these guys like they're my own. They know this is a together thing. We can communicate on and off the field. We do a lot of things together. So, it's great to be a part of the herd, man. We're building something great here. So I think going into this week and into this season, there's a lot of anticipation on what we're going to do this season offensively. Last few years, we've been on and off, offensively with a lot of things that we can do, players, availability, and things of that nature, inconsistencies. I think, like I said, with you and B. Wood and what we have with the receiving set, well, we already know what we got running backs wise and stuff like that, and offensive line has grown.
Right.
And so I can see us improving drastically. What do you honestly see on that side, with you guys' capability on the field? Because I'm just a coach.
Well, to be honest with you, with the guys that we have, with me and B. Wood leading the way, we really can be unstoppable. At the end of the day, it's up to us as far as coming together, playing together, communicating on the field and everything else. But the number one thing, we got to be disciplined, and we got to respect each other.
Right.
That goes back to when you were saying about talking to them like criticism. You got to be able to take that. If you can't take that, then you'll forever be in that same spot. Mm-hmm. That criticism is going to motivate you to do better and bring the best out of you. I know I've been criticized for some years because I was way bigger than this. I was 318 pounds when I first started playing quarterback. And every time I played the game, you're a lineman, you ain't a quarterback.
Right.
But I had to suck that up and put the work in. So it's like now, just looking at our offense, as far as receivers and running backs, and the O-line, like we really can be a dominant force. We just got to go out there and be obedient and do our job.
Right, most definitely. And that's the thing that I see about this team this year is that, we have guys that's ready and committed to do what's necessary for the best and benefit of the team. It's not just about themselves. Like I said, I've known this guy for a few years now, and like I said, we've played together on the previous team, where I coached and he played, but, and from now, coming into, him coming over here, he came in. The first thing he said was, hey, I'm here, man, to do what's needed to do and be, what I need to be, wherever y'all need me, I'm ready to play. It wasn't about him and demanding anything like that. It was just about the team. And so, and for me, right off top, that's respect, so that we know that we got guys committed to the bigger picture, so I believe we can get it done, but like I said, it's going to take work throughout the season, continue to learn, continue to grow, continue to communicate so that we can be great on and off the field, as a team, and that's what we're striving to, man. And I'm really excited, man. I keep my cool for the most part, but I'm really excited with what we got going on, man. And like I said, you see the big logo back behind us. Hey, this is Herd Football, man. It's something different than what's been going on around here. So we're really trying to build something great. Shout out to them guys that set the stage for us. We know who they are. We didn't mention them a few times and so. But like I said, this is Herd Talk, man, and we're gonna do it big, man. Miss Payne stepped out, man, but coming after the break, man, I got one of my defensive players over here, man, Big Ty. And we're going to talk to him about the defensive side of the ball, man, because we really got some guys on that defensive side of the ball that's really going to bring some pressure. It's really going to bring some pressure for us this year. And that's something that I really, really, really like. Talking with my DC, Coach Teddy, is that we got some guys over there, man, that's universal, that can play, that's going to bring pressure, that's going to apply pressure, that's smart. Got a good head on their shoulders, man, and actually know how to play the game, man. We don't have a lot of guys that you really have to go out and treat like high school freshmen. Right. We got guys that actually know football, You know, they understand their assignments, you know, and stuff like that, and don't play out of position. You know, and so that's a big upgrade when you're talking about elevating a program and organization to a higher level. You have to get football players, not guys that just like playing throwback football, because it's a big difference.
You got
very
to
big
have
difference.
high IQ playing football.
Have to. You know, if I'm saying line up in a 3-tech or a 1-tech, and you don't understand that right off top, you're probably gonna have a few issues and stuff like that. Because if you don't know where to line up, then it's gonna be tough, and teams can expose you. You know, the better the team are, they will expose you. So, and I want this team to travel to Texas, Florida, different places, Cali. You know, playing big name teams around the nation, and this semi-pro nation, so that we can build the respect of Mississippi football, because this is the heart of the South. And here in Mississippi, you know, it gets slighted, but they know when they're looking for talent, they come to Mississippi to get it. You know, and I'm a Chicago kid, and I know when they're looking for talent in the South, they come to Mississippi. It's small, but hey, it packs a hell of a punch on that football world. And so, but we're finna go to break right now. We'll be back after these messages.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global.
All right, yeah. Once again, welcome back to Herd Talk, baby. You heard it here first. HERD. You heard it here first. This is Herd Talk, man. And like I said, we out here with T-Hawk, my quarterback, and now we're gonna bring in on the defensive side of the ball, my guy Big Tyrone over here, man. He plays on that D line for us, and like I said, we got some soldiers on both sides of the ball that really gonna bring that pressure, man. And you being a new guy on this side of the ball, man, just to the team, on the organization, man. How do you feel about joining the Herd?
And from the beginning, since the beginning, everything's been great. The atmosphere is great. You know, I like the competitiveness that, you know, first day of practice that we had. You know, everything just, you know, family environment.
Yeah, and that's good, man. Yeah, and that's what we strive to be, man. We want you to be able to bring out, like, say, you know, whether you got a lady friend, wives, you know, mother, cousins, daughters, kids, sons, whatever it may be, man, bring them to the games, man. Our atmosphere, our home field is an amazing sight to be at the School of the Deaf and Blind, man. It's a great location, right off 55, man. So yeah, March 4th, man, 5 p.m. I believe.
It's going down.
It's going down. You know, defending champs. You know, in the house, man, and we go out there, man. We're gonna try to hold serve on our home court, and so it's gonna be a big thing, man. And so we're really excited, man. And you know, playing that D line, man, you in the trenches.
Definitely.
And me as a coach, man, I played DB a little bit in school and, you know, in different places, man. And I love, you know, I coach O now. But the one thing that I love more than anything that I've fallen in love with is trench work. O-line and D-line, man. Because I believe every great team has a great foundation in the trenches. And without that, man, nothing else work if the trenches ain't working. If that O-line ain't serviceable, it ain't good enough. I don't care how fast your quarterback can run, how good he can throw. If he ain't got time in the pocket to make nothing happen, man, it's falling apart. Your running back can't get out the backfield if we ain't got no line.
Right.
You know, and so same thing with defense. If that front line can't get no pressure, you putting a lot of extra work on your linebackers and your corners. Can't cover forever. I don't care how good a corner is. Deion Sanders will tell you this himself. After 4 seconds, it's so long a corner can hold a receiver, especially a good receiver. You can't hold him forever. Because that quarterback got all day to get that ball off, man. It's going to be hell. And you might not see the field for a long time, you know. And so I think we got one of the best front lines in this league that we in the SCFL. You know, so I say we has a great secondary. We have a great linebacking core. You know, I think we have one of the best wide receiver cores. I think we have one of the best running back tandems. With doing the guys that we got coming in now and guys, you know, that's versatile. You know, I think we have the best quarterback duo. Yeah, you heard it here first from me. That's what I believe. And so, you know, and there's some good quarterbacks in this league. You know, I don't even need to mention their name. They know who they are, you know, on some great organizations. You know, but I believe, you know, with our guys that's, you know, veteran here and other quarterback that we have, man, those guys, they learn, they grow. And what we're trying to do offensively with the philosophy, I think the sky's the limit for us, man, as long as everybody come in and do what they're supposed to do, man.
Right.
I don't see anything on any team that says that we can't compete with any team in this league or beat them, you know. And so our goal is this year, we want to go 10-0. I want to go 10-0. I want to walk into that championship undefeated. If it happens, we did it. If it doesn't, as long as we get there, that's the goal. Ultimate goal is getting there and winning it.
Right.
We want to host that trophy, man.
We can't get there and not win it, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to watch nobody else host it. If we get there, we got to bring it home. If we get there,
it's meant for us to bring it home.
Yeah, most definitely. We got to bring it home. And so, but yeah, like I said, man, on that D side, in them trenches, you know, it's a battle. In this first game, you know, right off top, they have a nice O line, but I know offensively they have a hell of a D line too with the Memphis Panthers. I have to give credit where credit is due, but I think we're prepared for it this year more so than any other time before. You know, we have a hell of a team, and so you know. I know from playing them last year when we played them, from playing them previous year in the preseason game and in the regular season game, you know, with COVID hit, you know, so I pretty learned those guys pretty well, man. Like I said, great organization, the Memphis Panthers are, but I also know their weaknesses too. And so we're going to try to exploit them the best that we can. I ain't going to say them on here, but we definitely going to try to exploit what, you know, they can and, you know, and stop them from trying to take advantage of anything that they see that they can get on us. And so the goal is, on that scoreboard, have the most points and not to give up any. You know, so that's the goal. And so, you know, we're going to see what happens, man. But how long you been playing? You know, that position, did you play through school?
I played through high school. I didn't really go to college. But I did play semi-pro with another team. I played D-line for them.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say I'm a veteran, but there's veteran techniques and skills that I have there that I've learned throughout the past couple of years.
Right. And you said it makes you an asset and not a liability.
Right.
Yeah, that's it, man. And that's what we want on the field, man, at all times, man. There's guys that are going to be an asset to the team corp, you know, and even with you know, what you guys bring down there, man, like you got guys around you, you know, that really make that unit, you know, great. Big Mac, Big Carl, Cook, Wild Man, Roach. That front line is like I said, it's we got some great guys down there. That linebacking core, man, with Dez and E-Man and them guys in that area, man. I think, like I said, it's a great core, man. You know, just versatile guys, man, that can get the job done every area, man. You know, JP, I don't want to forget his name. I know he's probably somewhere running his mouth now. Man, don't forget me, coach. Don't forget me. You know, so yeah, man. But we got a great core, man. But like I said, it's going to be great. I think what we'll realize this year, after this first game is going to tell us, you know, what's in store for us this year. Win or lose, it's going to say a lot about who we are this year, and I think we're definitely going to go out and make a point this year to let them know that we're different than what's going on last year and the years before. Like I said, we got a great staff, man. Coach Tracy, Coach Keys, Coach Hunter. We brought Coach Hunter in. He's working with that O-line, man. He's bringing a physical and aggressive mentality to that O-line, man. And it's great, man. It's great what he's bringing. But I love having him. He's almost like an enforcer for me. So I don't have to say so many things because, he ain't letting nothing slide, man. We ain't got time for guys that don't want to put the work in. He's going to demand you put the work in or you ain't going to be on the field for that O-line. So I know when we get on game day, that O-line is going to be ready to go because that's how he's going to have them. Same with Trace, with those receivers and stuff like that, man. Those guys are going to be set up to succeed, On the D side, man, like Coach Teddy, he has a great philosophy of what he's bringing to the defensive side of the ball, man. Like I said, that whole defensive unit should be great, man. Him and Coach Keys really got something going on over there, man. Those guys work well together. We all work well together. And I think, again, that's the great thing, man, at top, man, because in the past, it was a lot of division. And so this year, man, it's a lot of togetherness, man. I got y'all here, and I talked with Lamar, the receiver, last week about the preseason game.
Right.
And, in that preseason game, I know we rotated guys around, so it wasn't really just a set lineup. We was kind of just going through, man, getting, some evaluation going. But what did you see on the offensive side that was, you can say the good and the bad or whatever you want to say as far as working to get towards and stuff like that?
I think as far as the good side, I feel like the quarterbacks did good as far as reading the defense and as far as calling the plays, getting everything lined up. The O-line did a wonderful job of opening holes for the running back to attack, and the receivers did good blocking. If I had to take anything away from the game, I feel like the O-line should have, I ain't going to say should have did more. They should have stepped up more far as when your running back is running or your quarterback is running, you can't just stand around and just look. You gotta let them know we a whole wall. We coming right behind the running back or whoever we pushing.
Basically saying continue those blocks until the whistle blows.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Don't stop blocking until the whistle
blows. That's the only thing I could take away from the game.
Right.
But everything else, like the play was on point and we just executed.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw, and I watched film. I watched the film about 20, 30 times. And I saw those little bitty things there, just continuing to pick up blocks, continue to block until the referee blows the whistle.
Right.
Don't let up on a guy, because that's the thing. In those trenches, up front, you want to break that other side of the ball as well. You want to let them know you're here, you own this.
Exactly.
You look at it, whether you look at a Byson herd, a lion herd, whatever it is, that pack leader, you got to battle it out to say who's dominant. Whoever wins in the trenches, is usually going to be the leader of the pack. That sets the tone for everything. And so we got to go out there and set the tone for this game, man. And so if we don't, it could be a long night. Like I said, they're good. They're real good up front. We're trying to apply pressure. And that's the same thing on the defensive side of the ball, man. What did you see out there as far as that defensive side, on the ball?
I didn't really get to play for preseason. I wasn't really there because I was sick.
Okay, yeah, that's you sure right. You sure right about that. You sure right. Yeah, that's why I had the other guys well too. But even with that said, I know on the defensive side of the ball, like I said, we applied a lot of pressure. I think we had about 4, 5, 6 sacks,
3
or 4
interceptions.
Yeah, 3 interceptions, and so it was a lot of pressure, man. I think the only thing we probably messed up on defensively was just sometimes kind of doing a little bit too much gambling.
Right.
And getting out of position and
standing in the backfield.
Taking pictures in the backfield, staring things down in the wrong area, and so. But other than that, it let us know that even though that was an APDFL team, the outcome could have easily been different.
Right.
Easily be in our way, but like I said, it was a great organization, man. Those guys came in. It wasn't not much mess going on out there on the field and nothing like that. It wasn't anything ratchet, man. They have a great field as well, great location. They have some great fans as well, too, man. Those guys really look like they support what's going on over there, man. So, Great coaching staff, too, well-respected, man. And I think that's a great thing, man. So, we plan on having them next season come down here to Jackson.
The outcome will be different.
Yeah, most definitely. We want to get our lick back. It's a preseason game, but we still want to get our lick back, so and end up on the top of that scoreboard because we left a lot on the field, stuff like that. But it's been great, man. And like I said, this year defensively, we want to get we have a goal where we don't want to allow so many yards, so many passing yards, so many running yards on the field, man. We want to contain them quarterbacks getting out the pocket because I know we have a lot of quarterbacks in this league that like to scramble and get out the pocket. And so got to play some smart ball because I know even this team that we play this week, that quarterback loves to get out the pocket.
Right.
He's a very versatile guy. He loves to get out the pocket. And if you let him get out the pocket and get down the field, man, it's going to be a long day. And so we definitely want to contain that guy in that backfield, man, and not let him run all over the place over us. And so, I know we had a question from Coach in the chat. What do you feel like you bring to the defense that finishes in the top, from last season? So I'm guessing he's asking you a question. What do you feel like you bring to the defense?
Well, I can tell you this: the animosity I have against, I'd say. Let me ask you this, if I may. Yeah. When we played with y'all, against y'all, with the other league I was in,
Mm-hmm.
you remember number 98, 99? Some straight dogs. And I tell you, I get after it. I don't stop. My adrenaline just keeps going, And like you said, I play through the whistle, and I give 110% every day. Every game, every practice, it don't matter. You said, what I bring to the team, I could bring a straight dog. I could bring you a straight beast.
Yeah.
Some of this league probably haven't seen in a while.
Right. Hey, you heard it here first on Herd Talk. You got another beast in the herd. That's another big Byson in them trenches ready to work, ready to dominate. Hey, that's what we want. That's where it started from. That's part of what the name stands for. It's a herd. That means big and strong. Don't mean it's slow. Just mean it's just big and strong. So and definitely we got the talent to get up and down the field quick and fast. And so we coming for it this year. This is the stage. I think this is the year that we're going out and really making sure that we put our name and put ourselves in a position to really elevate and continue to grow in the future. And so, like I said, from the coaching staff to the players to the ownership to Ms. Payne that just left, our director, the whole thing that we got going on right now, it's really growing. And so like that, and everybody that's coming in is buying in and things of that nature. So, the fees the players enjoying for this team, they're not that much considering, some other teams that might charge more, stuff like that. We're right in the center of Jackson. And so we're around everything else in this, state. And so, hey, when you're looking for a home, come to the herd. Join the family. That's what it's about. And so we're going to try to be big. We're not trying to be a local team. We're not trying to be just average. We're trying to be great. That's no disrespect to anybody else and what they got going on in their organizations. But this is our mindset for what we got going on here. And so, like I said, join the herd, man, because it's going to be big. And like I said, with T-Hawk on that offensive side of the ball, with Big Ty on the defensive side of the ball, man, and what we got going is going to be great, man. This is it for tonight, man. I said we enjoyed it, man. We'll see y'all next Thursday as we get one more week closer to game day.
We coming.
Hey, Herd Talk is out. See y'all later.
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football?